Good morning, my friends. Happy Tuesday. We have a lot to do today, so let's get started. May 12th, 2020. Dear friends, the first leaves on a seedling are the seed leaves. The next leaves to grow are called true leaves. The true leaves stay and grow. Love, Mrs. Jones. So when a seedling comes through the ground, it's going to develop a couple of little leaves that are called the seed leaves. The seed leaves have all the nutrients for the seed to continue to grow. As this is happening, a new set of leaves is going to emerge, and they're called the true leaves. And that's the first time that photosynthesis is going to start to happen. So those original leaves, the seed ones, give it just enough energy until the true leaves emerge and the true leaves take over, providing the energy and the rest of the nutrients that the plant is going to need to grow. So I'm hoping, I'm going to put Bernard down, that you can see that here we've got we have the seed leaves that are very smooth, and they look really similar on almost every plant. Then what emerges is the true leaf, and it starts to look jagged. And this one here is the one that looks like the leaves that are going to continue to form on the plant. And these little seed leaves are no longer really needed. So sometimes they will die off on some plants. And that's our first true leaf, letting us know that this seed is is actually very healthy and managing to grow just the way it should to grow into a plant. And these are going to be cucumbers. Alrighty, so I'm hoping that you can see the difference between the seed leaf and the true leaf. Alrighty, so let's find some ending marks first today. Just because I grabbed the red, we'll do ending marks first. And look at that. Nice long sentence there. Another one, I keep going. Nice long sentence. And there. Alright. Let's find some capitals. This one here from yesterday, May, M, D, F, T, keep going, T, T, L, M, J. All right. So the only one I'm not happy with as I look at my writing today, can you see this here? That's a little confusing, isn't it? That looks somewhere between a lowercase and an uppercase. Now I know it's supposed to be an uppercase because there's a period, but I'm not happy with that. So remember, as writers, we are in charge of the way our writing looks, and we're in charge of making it easier for our reader. I'm going to make that look a lot stronger there. That's always our job as the writer, always making sure that it's clear to our reader what we're doing. All right, I'm ready to add a 1. Let's put it here. So we have a 6 and a 1. 6 and 1 more is 7. 100. 5 tens. 7 ones. We erase this. Up goes our 7. 157th day of school. That means no longer 24 days left. That number gets reduced or lessened by 1. And we have 23 school days left. Let's double check our math. 7 plus 3 more is 10. So we put our 0 there. That means we've traded for 110. 5, 6, 7 plus the one we traded for gets us to 8. And our 100 stays the same. Wow. 23 school days left. That's not a lot. Okay, so I'm going to erase this. If there are 23 school days left today, there will be how many tomorrow? 1 smaller, 22. And if there are 157 school days today, and we add 1 for tomorrow, how many will we have behind us? 158. This number grows bigger. This one shrinks. I love that because we have a growing story and a shrinking story with the same action of getting up and going to school. I have a new game for you today. I would like you to get your hundreds grid and your deck of cards. Today it's going to be a little different. I want you to take all of the tens, the face cards out. So no 10, Jack, Queen, King, none of them. They go out of the deck today. All right. Today is going to be a draw two game. Sounds exciting. So today the job is to draw 2 cards off the deck. Move this over for a minute, just so that it's clear. So I'm going to take my top 2 cards. I have a 2 and a 4. Now, thinking about the numbers, 10s and 1s, if I were to arrange these 2 numbers into a 2-digit number, what is the smallest 2-digit number I could make? 24. It's the smallest 2-digit I can make. 24. What's the biggest 2-digit number I can make out of those cards? If I flip it, I now have the number 42. So now I have 42. 24, 2 10s, 4 1s. 42, 4 10s, 2 1s. If I go to my number grid and I look at the difference or the distance between 24 and 42, I can see how far apart they are. So today's job is exactly what I'm showing you. I want you choosing 2 cards from your deck. I'm going to take this away. I'm going to choose another 2. And I want you thinking about, as you draw 2 cards, 2-digit numbers. We have a 3 and an 8. What's the smallest number that I can make? 38. What's the biggest number I can make? 83. What does that look like with 10s and 1s? 3 10s, 8 1s. Where does it fall on my number grid? 38 is here. 83 is all the way down here. That's a huge difference. Would you rather have 38 pumpkins growing or 83 pumpkins growing? Or would you rather have 38 sprinkles on your ice cream or 83 sprinkles on your ice cream? Would you rather have 38 home runs or 83 home runs? So the way the order or the digits are organized in our 2-digit numbers really matters when we go to writing them down. And today your job is to pull 2 cards, create the biggest 2-digit number, the smallest 2-digit number, draw it out, and find it on the 100 grid. Alrighty, so you know your job for today. I am really excited for you to do this one because I think it really helps to make our counting and the way we write our numbers super clear, especially when we get to those tricky teens, because we could have 17 or we could have 71. So those tricky teens, seeing that 1 first and knowing if I write it the opposite way, 71 is a very different number, and drawing it out to see it is really helpful for our understanding and making all those connections that we've learned in kindergarten as we're getting ready to go to 1st grade. Today's Tuesday, so you've got a lot of work to do. Tomorrow's Wednesday, and I'll see you then. Until then, keep a picture in your pocket, a poem in your head, and I will do the same. Goodbye for now.